Hey, it's your boy DJ Wolf here. You know, I was just thinking just a second ago. Today, of course, is Valentine's Day. The day where you get to express your love, your ultimate love to your significant loved one. And there's primarily your significant other, you know, your better half, relationship wise. Now I'm talking about relationship, you know, your love relationship, your love interest. I don't want to talk about Trump. I don't want to talk about this other mess about the Grammys. Although one, I do want to mention about the Grammys. I think I'm going to talk about it in another podcast because there was one Grammys performance that really was probably one of the best Grammy performances, if not one of the best tribute performances I have ever seen, ever. I'll get to that I think I'm going to get to that, tackle that on another podcast. Anyway, I'm going to talk about love. Just over 20, well, really over 27, 28 years ago, I met the love of my life. Actually, really about, it was 89, I'm sorry, 28 years ago. Almost 28 years ago. I met the love of my life. I had just got out the military, and I was in the Army for about 3.5 years. I just got out. I actually had an apartment over in Alexandria for a while, and I was working 3 jobs. I worked a full-time job, and I worked 2 part-time jobs. I worked the part-time job after I got the full-time job at night. And then I turned around and worked a weekend job. I still don't know how I did that. And I got off my part-time job 11 o'clock at night. And thank God it was probably a few minutes from my house, walking distance, just a few minutes. Got off, got back up, had to get on the bus to get back to my regular job by 8 o'clock. Something like that. Anyway, so I met her when I was working at my part-time job. And I'm going to tell you, it was love at first sight. It was love at first sight. And, I'm trying to clear the daggone thing. It was love at first sight. And she had a very sweet smile. I think that's the one thing about my wife of 25 years that grabbed me, was her sweet, personable, honest smile. I never saw that in any woman I've ever been with. Ever. Not even the ones I was just sleeping with. You know. And there's this white boy was trying to holler at her. But I told that white boy, I said, dude, I got this. That's what I told him. I got this. And sure enough, I did. And I'm not going to lie to you. The first few years we had started out very rocky. You know, my son was born the following year after we got married. And from there, we had we trudged along, you know, struggled for a little bit, and we got through. But now I think about it, and we've been through so much together, and, you know, she's been through some heartaches, and I've been through a few myself. And I think about it after 25 years, a little over 25 years, because we just celebrated our anniversary in Vegas this past holiday, Christmas, around Christmas time last year. And it was beautiful. It really was. It really was. And to tell you the truth, if it wasn't, Vegas was a long flight, but it was worth it. I can tell you right now. But anyway, what I'm saying is this. I don't think I would have it any other way. If I was going to be married all over again, chances are it'd be to the same woman. Because at the time, before I met her, I didn't see myself the marrying type. I really didn't. I was just seeing myself as a single guy, maybe get occasional, woman, whatever, to hang out with or whatever, date and whatever, and that was it. That was it for me. I wasn't going to do much of anything else other than that. The dating scene wasn't that great for me at that point anyway, but still, I wasn't going to go out there and, get out there like I did when I was in my earlier 20s. By the time I met her, I was already in my mid to late 20s, and I didn't see myself dating that much anymore. I was ready to settle down. I really was. I was around 20 when we got married. I was 27 then. So, and I thought for me it was time. I'd been on the dating scene for a while, and it was starting to slow down. For me, it was getting slim pickings. I don't know why it was. Maybe because I wasn't going out to the bright places or something. I don't know. But nevertheless, I found what I found, and I think God had blessed me tremendously as a result of that, being with the woman of my dreams. And God, I thank God for that each and every single day. The best thing that ever happened to me was her. So I want to try to make Valentine's Day sort of special for her, Got a few things. Didn't get a whole lot. Part of the reason was because her birthday's coming up about another month and a half. So I say, hell, I'll save some of the rest of that for later. But and I'm just thankful that I'm grateful that I met her, because I really do love her. I love her so much. It's like, it's kind of corny in some way. I'm going to say it was like the air I breathe, But I'll tell you another scenario. She was in surgery for something about probably about 8 years ago. About 8 years ago? About 8 years ago. And this is before her mom had passed away, and she was in surgery a second time for the same thing that she had to get surgery for again, because she was in surgery one time and she had to come back 6 weeks to get the second surgery. And I was like, I didn't know how she was going to do the second surgery, because surgery is serious, especially if you got to do it twice in 6 weeks. And this was serious surgery too. This wasn't just no walk in the park shit. And I thought about that, and she was in surgery for a little while, and I just cried, man. I was just damn near uncontrollable, man. I was just boo-hooing, in the waiting room, and I couldn't help myself. I didn't know what was going on. I knew she was going to be fine, but I didn't know if it was going to be the kind of like go in, have surgery for a few hours, and come out, because this was the second time. It was for the same thing. And I prayed on it, man. And I'm going to tell you, it showed me for real how much I truly care about this woman. And she helped me get through it by praying for her, and Lord helped me get through it, and the pastors helped me get through it. And that's what I think eventually led me to going back to church. Her mother, God rest her soul, had told me and said, you need to get back to church. And she was right. Me and her mom didn't get along, but she was right. I had to get back in there, if for no other sake, my sake. And I think, honestly, the more I go to church, the more I serve the Lord, I think the better I feel about life, the better I feel about people. I've noticed that. There is a change in me. This is real talk. Because I've even had people tell me, you just come off, very patient, and just be angry all the time. I did. I wouldn't go to church. I was like, and this is from a guy talking about me who used to teach Sunday school, used to serve on a junior usher board. I was not only a junior usher, was a junior deacon at one time. We were all into it. And then I let a family member, talk me out of doing all of that. I said never again. And at the time, I was like about 15. I was impressionable. So of course I'm gonna say, no, I shouldn't do that. Maybe I'm wrong. It was just really messed up. And I was thinking, I was so good at one time. I'm getting a little bit off track, but I was so good. I was so much into the word one time. I could remember Bible quotes. I could quote you Bible. Not only direct quotes from the Bible, but I could quote you stuff from Psalms as well. I mean, I was that good at one time. I actually remember them like the back of my head. Like I said, I taught Sunday, so I did all that, and even sang in the choir. It's 2017, and I'm trying to get myself re-immaculated with the Lord to get right back and serve more. I want to serve more than I've been serving. I really do. Because I'm finding out more and more is church is my salvation to deal with life. It's really my salvation to continue with the daily things in life. It really is. It really, truly is. I need it. I crave it. And I'm going to continue to do so. Because it's important. It's important for me. It's important to help continue my family to continue to grow. Because they say the family that prays together stays together. And that's one of the other important things for me about Valentine's Day. Is because I love my wife that much. I'm willing to go to the nines to keep our family thing going, to keep love in the house. Consider we both came from houses that she came from a broken home and I came from a dysfunctional family. Oh yeah, I'm gonna say it. I know some people. Oh no. Yeah, I came from a good home. Don't get me wrong, but it was dysfunctional. I'll talk about that another time. And we both came from homes where it was basically dysfunctional or broken. It was one or the other. So we had to be able to, and I'm glad that I found her because it reinforced my reasoning to want to have a loving relationship with somebody that I really love. Somebody who understands me and I understand them, that I can relate things to and confide in things that I couldn't do with other people or other family members, for different reasons beyond my control. And I feel good about that. And like I said, she's the best thing that ever happened to me. And that's probably why I feel so enamored with her after all these years. And why Valentine's Day still play a special place in my heart for her. And will continue to forever and a day. Alright guys, this is DJ Wolf. That's pretty much all I got to say right now. If you have any Valentine past, present, or things that you'd like to talk about, of course, you can hit me up, DJ Wolf Online at yahoo.com. My Facebook page, of course, is DJ Wolf Live. And my YouTube and Twitter page or channels are For All to Hear. Twitter at For All to Hear. This is DJ Wolf. That's all I got for right now, guys. I got more to say about this and other stuff on the back burner.